Hi guys. Hi. I'm waiting for some people to come on in the room. Come on in the room. Got a nice little topic for today. And I'm gonna head out of here for a little while to wind down a little bit. So let me give a few seconds for some people to come on. Well, I'm gonna get started and I'll save this video. Okay, what I have put in the topic is a status increase of your status. You know, you have to be focused and don't let anyone really get into your ear about what could happen, what can happen if you try to elevate yourself. And excuse me, my voice is hoarse. I'm tired. I've been working like crazy. Just staying focused, staying in my lane, and doing what I need to do for me and my daughter. Um, back last year, I'm gonna say last year, I had a conversation with a family member, my brother, and it was pertaining to me making a transition and a shift to get back into the workforce after being retired for over 10, 15 years. 10, I'm sorry, not 15, like 10 to 12 years. So, like I said before, you guys, I'm not sure who you connected to or connected with, meaning your higher power, or who do you follow spiritually. Who's your medium, or if you have pastors or therapist, someone that you really can trust and talk to. I'm gonna just take this few minutes to share this video and put this live out, and then I'm gonna go head out. Um, in the process of me getting the job that I have now, and when my brother had came to me and we had to make a decision, I had to make a decision on to walk out on faith or continue to be stuck in a place where I wasn't feeling myself and my self-worth in. So during the programs that we have in Philadelphia concerning like LIHEAP, you have the SNAP benefits, you have medical benefits and things of that nature for those who have children, or if you're a single parent or married couple, you have insurance from the job, or you might have insurance from the state. As we all know, growing up with our parents back in the 70s, 80s, up into the 90s, a lot of our parents depended on the public welfare system. Okay, receiving food stamps, getting the handouts from the church or things of that nature, or going to thrift stores, and just different avenues of life that you had to go through as a child to get where I am today. So in that process of me making a decision up to take the job that I have now, I really had to sit down and pray about it and really weigh my options on the LIHEAP programs. Well, I was a little scared. Can I do it? How about something backfire and things of that nature? Like I said before, when your higher power or God give you another opportunity to move forward, you move forward because he got you. Okay? And I'm only saying this because I have experience, and I experienced it, and I'm walking in it. So, as I been coming home in the evening, looking at my mail, and getting phone calls from this person, that person, whatever, there's a shift change. And again, Pastor Brian, because I have been fellowshipping at Garden and Prayer World Prayer Center, has been speaking about wealth and different things and different avenues of finances, and doing your part, tithing and doing offerings and sowing seeds. Like I said before, these are things I was doing since I was a little girl. And when you go from one dynamic to another dynamic, not to have to depend on a system again for anything, that's a blessing. Like they say, it's about generational curses. Be able to break those. Now, I broke the one of addiction. Now we're going to break the one of, like, I'm saying, not poverty, but the lower class style of living. But I didn't have the lower class style mindset. Okay, that's a difference. So as I'm reading through the mail, one benefit cut off, another benefit cut off. So I'm just sitting here. I didn't reach out to my brother a little bit. I sent him a text, sent my aunt a text. But again, from me coming from the women that raised me, watching my auntie, my Aunt Sheila, my Aunt Debbie, my grandmother, how determined they was to stay focused on getting a job, My Aunt Sheila ran a travel agency. My dad was, working for Colonial Penn, so she retired. They all had good jobs, and saved and stayed focused. So as I can sit back now, and when it's time for me to explain to my daughter how things have just broken off, that chain is broken, not to depend on or have to use that resource of getting the SNAP benefits. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Trust and believe. I'm going to find a hookup, though. I'm going to find a hookup, allegedly. I'm going to find a hookup. But to look back and see how far I came from within, since 2019 up until 2021, like, that door is closed. But favor showed up. The benefits of the grants, that door is closed. But more favor showed up. When I let go of my business for a little while, I'm back doing that again. Just got finished talking to someone a few minutes ago before I came on here about doing something on the 4th, for some friends of mine. So got some other things lined up. So when I say about that increase of favor, blessing, going from middle class, low class to middle class, I made it there. And I'm going to keep on going. To let my daughter see, there's nothing going to stop me now. There's nothing going to stop us now. It's about teamwork. It's about building that foundation. You only going to go as further and as fast as your mindset is. Not moving really in a fast pace, but I just learned I'm learning as I get older, as I continue to stay focused on me and mine, to stay away from confusion so I can meditate and get deep down within where Nakai want to be at, to live the lifestyle that I want to live in. You can be of North Philly, but you don't have to be North Philly. There's a difference. Okay, so I'm trying to teach my daughter that. That's how I was raised. I'm not going to let my community or what's going around me in my community determine who I am or what my self-worth is. You have to want more for yourself and better for yourself. And like I said before, if a person is not willing to help you get to the next level or helping you rebuild on something, you got to break bridges, because that will hold you down. That'll block your blessings. And that's not a good feeling. I went and got some cabinets today. I want to finish on some work in the kitchen. But like I said before, Indy's been going since last week because my hour is real crazy. It's real crazy right now. She'll probably be back home by the end of the week. Just spoke to her. But it's a major accomplishment to me to see that within a year, less than a year's time of the work I got done here in my home. My mom couldn't do it back when she was alive. I couldn't do it for her then because I had my own home, my own family I was taking care of. But now for me to walk in my door and to sit here like, damn, I done did all this, and it's a good feeling. It's a real good feeling. And not to have someone in your way or someone that want to try to leech off of you and not give. Just want to take. And that taking will drain you. Will drain you mentally. It'll drain you spiritually. So you got to do the balance if you want to be down here going through the chaos and the nonsense, or you want more for yourself. And I want more for myself and for my daughter, to have that peace of mind, to have that luxury of I can go here when I want to go there. I can go there when I want to go there. She want to go there, she can go there. So when I have this conversation, and I know it's going to be some words, not nothing negative, but I'm going to let my brother voice his opinion because he was so stern and so set on me staying at home, I still get my retirement because it's my money I work for. So that's still a blessing. Staying home, relying on that, relying on food stamps, and I wanted more. I'm not going to just have myself. I'm not that type of person. It was okay that I got them. Ain't nothing wrong with getting them, and like I said, I'm gonna find a hookup to get them again. But it's another level that God is placing me at, and sometimes I come on here to share my story of inspiration, just to inspire somebody. If one person get it, that's all that matters to me. But your mindset has to be right. You have to want more for yourself. Don't get consumed in bondage and just want to settle. It's weak. Why would you just want to settle if there's more down in you, or the bloodline that runs through your veins that you want to excel? You want to go back to school? Go back to school. If you want to volunteer, being a volunteer, open up doors to employment. Now they got to stipulate it, like, really, those people that's out there getting unemployment checks, you got to post your resume if you want to keep getting them checks. You got to show that you're trying to work, or they gonna get your checks off. All this money is not going to last forever. So if you're not caught up on your current affairs and watching the news to see what's going on in the world, you're gonna be really lost. So buckle down, You know, you have to start somewhere. I don't care if it's McDonald's. Like I did this, I said something about this years ago on the live. McDonald's or Burger King, don't let no one feel as though, make you feel as though you're inferior because you're working at those type of restaurants or places or establishment. You're trying to make something of yourself. If you have a family, trying to take care of your family. You know, like I said, whoever you pray to, or whoever your higher power is, long as you're showing him that you have a pure heart and you care about others and you want to help others, he will help you. And I'm trying to show people on here every day that is happening firsthand in my life. The last few memes and quotes I had post, that was concerning me, you know, because I'm walking in my favor. I'm walking in my blessings. So during the election yesterday, we did 16 hours yesterday. I'm tired of shit. I'm tired. And all weekend at the police station weekend, I'm tired. But when payday come, I can sit back like, damn, I did it again. Let's stack that. Put whatever you spend, you put it back. It's about networking. You know, God will open up doors for you. If your mindset is right, he going to connect with the right folks. I'm out there networking. I'm at the police station networking. Every opportunity is somewhere for you to start the foundation and to start. I asked for something from the police officer. He gave it to me. So my thank you was, here go a platter for you. I came back and made him a full meal. He said, I really appreciate it. I appreciate what you done for me because you didn't have to do it. So one hand washes the other. You do right, it's going to come right back to you. And I keep telling you guys that you have a pure heart. God ain't going by this. Your higher power is not going by this. What you going to do for his people? And you'll get your blessings. You know, so from me going from getting food stamps, which wasn't much. I think it was like probably $150. That's from when I left the old house to come back down in my mom's house, you know, to the little increase they gave because the kids in school, which came to like 3 something at the end of the month or whatever, to zero. I'm okay with that. So sometimes I have to go through the applications for LIHEAP and Crisis or whatever. Not Crisis. I think Crisis for the electric bill, whatever. So you have the low budget bills. I'm okay that door closed because I set myself up and I set my goals for me not to really rely on that because I know the next level I want to go to. And I love my hood. I love Philly, but I want more. I want more for my daughter. You know, I want to give my daughter the best education possible. You know, so you have to start within yourself. I'm going to keep saying it, that PPA and money, whatever that shit is not going to last if you ain't doing the right thing with it. If you ain't doing the right thing with your unemployment checks, it's not going to last. They're about to cut that stuff. You know, those who's religious, you know, we live in the book of Revelations. You know, my mom taught me these things as a little girl, so I knew how to prepare myself and equip myself for what's going on in the world today. You know, my glory is to come home. It's peace here. And I ain't going to lie, I'm about to go out and get me a glass of wine. And I'll be back in the house, but my daughter's not here. So I'm going to get me a glass of wine and pat my own self on the back for my achievements that I'm doing by myself for me and mine. Not no man. Me, myself, my daughter, and God. That's who running this race right here, right now, today. So I want you to take your time and sit back again and reflect on your life. You know, June will be here in a minute. You know, set some goals, set some positive changes. When you get that little chunk of change or whatever, go put it away. You know, don't keep up with the Joneses. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Invest your money. Invest your money. Break that generational curse of wealth. So I'm letting my daughter see. She knew we got food stamps before. She knew I said India the other day. I said they cut the food stamps off. She said, so we got to spend like $200-300 in the market. I said, we got to do it, baby. We got to do it. Ain't about nothing. I said, well, we got freezers full of food in here now. We not wanting for nothing. But I'll just let her know because she's old enough to understand. It was a blessing. But God blessed us even more. He took us to another level. A whole increase in dynamics financially. They call us poverty. Well, I'm living in poverty, but I'm middle class now. That's a blessing. That I did this. My mom wasn't here to see it. But I know she's up in heaven watching down like, damn, hard-headed ass got it now. Yeah, I got it. So I'm using them tools for me watching my grandmother, watching my Aunt Debbie, watching my Aunt Sheila raise their children. And my Aunt Sheila did her agency. I got my catering business that I'm doing very well in. You know, hey, Miss Ferguson, that I'm doing very well in. For her to see the avenues of every change in my life, India has been old enough to see the dynamic changes of the business getting started, working with me firsthand in my business, being with me at the bank, making transactions at the bank, you know, seeing me get up in the morning, go to work. She's seen that. She's seen mommy volunteering for DHS for CORE, the same agency that had her as a parent leader. She's seen all the changes and all the levels in which I excelled within less than a year and a half. shy of 2 years time, coming up on 4 years clean. So I'm taking my time and I'm loving on me. I'm going to love on me. I don't owe nobody out here nothing. Like I said to the young lady I met yesterday, and I'm going to do some things with her, giving back to some women, clothes and shoes, which I have a bunch of. It ain't about nothing. So I'm going to donate to some women out West Philly that can use this stuff. Some of the teenage women, that's going to appreciate the things that I have. So just continue to grow. Every day is a learning experience. Every day is another chance for you to get things better, to do things right, to show your children different. Don't get caught up in the world and the chaos and the nonsense. It's just heartbreaking. What I see outside in the streets nowadays, it's just really heartbreaking. Not saying I'm no better than nobody else, but the past life I lived, it wasn't so bad. It was just me doing the reckless things to myself. Then I got looked in the mirror and looked at myself like, Nakaya, I want more for me. I'm a mom now. So reality had to really sink in like, bitch, you better get it together because you're a mother. So I got it together and I'm not going to look back. And I'm not going to let nobody hinder me. And stop tagging me on these fucking lives of you guys. Please. I don't smoke weed. I'm working with fucking commissioners, City of Philadelphia deputies and stuff like that. I don't sit around y'all guys smoking weed and all that shit. Stop tagging me, please, in your videos. Because my co-workers are on these pages. When I do my lives, you got to be tagging these videos because somebody said something to me before about somebody having me on the live. I'm not even with you. Your lifestyle that y'all doing, I'm not into that stuff. Please stop tagging me. I'm so serious. So back to the message at hand. Just take time and sit back and just look at the big picture. Do you want more? Do you want to just settle? Because they building up around this whole community, so the whole frame and the whole assets of the Strawberry Mansion area is going to increase. Meaning if you wasn't locked in with Homestead, your home tax is going to increase. So I know about all this. So just be mindful of where your mindset is at, because they're going to try to eventually get some of the neighborhood out of here because they want the Caucasians to come back down here. So get your mind right. Get those bank accounts right. Be an entrepreneur if you choose to be. If they give another PP, whatever it is, do it legitly. Don't get caught up with the feds. It ain't a good picture. I ain't going to tell you nothing I don't know nothing about. Don't get them letters. Okay, if the money's not meant for you to have, all right, do something. Go bake some cookies. Go sell some damn cookies. Go sell some socks. Do something positive so you don't get caught up in the nonsense. So you don't get caught up and just show your child that you're trying to do better for you and for them. That's all I want to say to you guys. I'm going to get me a glass of wine, a penny. And y'all be safe out there. I'm going to get a glass of wine. I'm coming back home. But just keep in mind of that. It's okay if you have to get those resources of the stamps and the things. I'm just glad that God gave me a chance of moving up in a different class bracket. Like they should say, your zip codes matter. They do matter. Them numbers matter. Don't let nobody tell you they don't. Do your research. Don't let nobody tell you they don't. So y'all get it together. I love you guys with all my heart. Like I always say, and the Lord love you. And we did that friend check-in line. Y'all know my phone is always open for food, conversation, or cocktail. So none of my friends out there alone. And if you're just meeting me, you're still not alone. Just reach out if you need anything. If I can help you, I'm there to help you. I love you guys. And y'all just stay focused. Please stay focused. Because time is passing past so fast. Leave your children a legacy. Make your name mean something. Don't go on your past. You ain't that person. You don't live there no more. For them haters out there that still want to talk shit, you don't live there no more. Let them bitches let them be miserable. Yeah, I cuss. Let them bitches be miserable, in which they are. Move on with yourself. Change your whole circle of friends. It's okay to rock by yourself. I roll solo now. If it ain't with my daughter, I'm out. I ain't got time for the gossiping. No, I don't do that. I wasn't raised that way. I was raised to get money and make money. Peace. Love you guys.